Hey, Amy, how are you? Can you hear me?
Hey, yes, I can hear you.
Oh, I was on mute. Sorry. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can now if I like unmute things. It's just a checkbox. It's just a button,
Right.
That's our lives, right? So are you a smartboard user?
We are, and we just recently updated to the smart board software 17.
Uh-huh.
And so we're really excited about using all of the new features that come with it that we didn't have prior to
Right.
download. So we're really excited about it.
Awesome. And you guys the kids have Chromebooks too?
No, we are not a Google district.
Okay.
We are a Microsoft 365 district, and so most of our classrooms have just student computers, and then we've got some Samsung tablets.
Okay. So like do you have carts that rotate around and everything to the
Yeah,
kids?
each classroom, elementary classroom, has at least three well, depends on the campus, but at least three student computers.
Right?
A lot of our campuses encourage kids to bring their devices to school, but a lot of our campuses have mobile carts that are shared between classrooms.
Oh, okay. See, you know what I love about where smart is going these days is that their software says whatever device you have, bring it on, bring it into your classroom, and we'll show you how to co-collaborate with it.
Yeah.
And so they have this little hidden feature, and that's what I just wanted to talk to people about because I figured people probably don't realize that it's even there. So please spread the word, okay?
Yeah.
So it's called Smart Suite Online or Smart Learning Suite Online. So if you have old smartboard lessons that you use, if there's flash in it, yeah, there could be a little bit of an issue. But if you have old smartboard lessons that you've used from because I started teaching with smart technologies in the year 2000. And so I've used smartboards a long time. And I have lessons that are pretty old that I could still use with this online version. So basically, I can go into any classroom, use any display. It doesn't have to be a smart board. Okay, if I needed to project it, I may not need to project it, but I can log in, I can upload a smart notebook lesson and push it out to my student devices. And it's all online. As long as you have internet, you'd be able to use it. So it's pretty cool. Have you heard about it at all or explored it?
We as a technology integration mentor, the group of us, we were trained on this and all the different features that come with it, and so we just actually presented it on to our secondary teachers yesterday about the smart learning suite. It reminds me a lot of how we used to use Nearpod in the classroom, able to
Right.
push that stuff out to kiddos. But I love that this is now an option for so many of us in our district now, and it's free.
Right. And it's free.
Yeah.
And you can use your previous content too. So like if you have a PDF and you want to make it an activity, you can. If you have a PowerPoint and you have a slide that would be great for the students to be able to annotate on, you can now. So that's one of the features that I really love about it. What's interesting is that, a lot of the smart trainers that I work with, they're still not sold on Smart Learning Suite yet because there's a lot of instability with it because they're updating. It's the HTML. They're updating things as they go and as, they improve things along the way. And so sometimes you'll wait, why isn't this working? And then the next day it works. So I don't know. So it's still, it's still kind of in a beta version. But I love the fact that I have a way that isn't going to require IT, isn't going to require a download, and I can share out with the students. And now that they built it in, that they can actually write on it, and then it goes back and forth. Are you familiar with Smart Amp at all?
Smart Amp, AMP.
Yes.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know that I know a lot about it.
Okay, so it's a part of the Smart Learning Suite. but it's really, you've seen it, you see it in a lot of the Google classrooms. It actually is integrated with Google Drive, and it's a whiteboard space that you can log in and share to any device, not a phone. It has to be just like a, iPad, Android tablet, anything with Chrome. But the screens on the phones are too small. But what it was allowing, that I was like so sold on, is the fact that I could push it out to one student, or I could push it out to a group, or I could push it out to the whole class if I wanted to, and then they could write on it, everybody could see, and I'd have a lot more features to control. What they just announced, like at the beginning of this week, is Smart Amp is going to, probably by around December, is going to be integrated into the Smart Learning Suite Online.
Oh, very cool.
So then all of those features that it had, as far as like, I could then embed maybe a YouTube video that I want to be able to, have the students share out, write on, find safe images to bring in, so it's more project-based versus, here's my lesson, fill out this worksheet, So anyway, did you want to see it really quick? Do you have time? Because this is just a really short session.
Oh,
so,
I chose to host your session just so I could listen to it.
Okay, good. Yay. Thank you. Okay, so when you just type in smart or suite.smarttech.com, and so have you guys talked about the login situation with licensing and everything within your district?
Does this use their Microsoft account to sign them in, or are they?
Yes,
Okay,
it uses their Microsoft account, but I wanted you to know this too. And this is something they just kind of changed and didn't really tell a lot of people about. That if you purchased a license for Smart, or if you had a board and it came with a license, right? It would allow 4 downloads. And before, it was like you could have as many people log in to those 4 downloads. And those downloads were really meant to be like, to stay with that board. So that it'd be one classroom license is really how they, they positioned that. Well, now the license will let you download the Smart Notebook software on as many computers as you want. Okay, not just 4, as many as you want, but it is now, you have a limited amount of seats, which means you have a limited amount of people logging in. So whoever's managing the license needs to know how many seats there are, because you may get people signing in and you may use up all of the seats, and it really wasn't meant for specific teachers. See what I'm saying?
So if we have just our teachers logging in, are we safe?
I think so. It just depends, like your district, like whoever manages your licenses needs to, they have a portal, the licensing portal. They need to look at and see how many seats they have available. Mm-hmm. Because let's just say, like, I have a teacher training, and I know in that teacher training, 4 of those teachers will use the smart board, but there's 20 people in attending, but I only have 5 licenses. Okay, and maybe 10 of those people will be signing up and logging in, and they will take away from those seats of the people that need the licenses to go with their smart boards. Okay. It's confusing, and I don't understand why that's changed, but I feel like I really want to spread the word about that. But that's where we come to the place where I'm signing in, and you were allowed to sign in. See where it says sign in up for free? Mm-hmm. But it's really going to be tied. And if it's not today, soon it will be tied to those numbers of seats mm-hmm. that you guys have within the district. So just
this is a good reason that I like that this is being recorded, because I will share this with
yes
my leader.
I know. Well, and it's as a smart board trainer, like I go out all the time, I'm like, yeah, you have 4 licenses, and it's yeah, I was always happy to say like, yeah, you can put them on different classrooms, whatever. And now I can't say that anymore because I don't want people to not have access to some of these cool tools, especially when it's the lab activities that you probably have, had the training on and stuff already, that you need to sign in with your Office 365 account. And so, but that's where we're at here. But so you're fine using this and being able to share it out. And those teachers that are already logged in, I would just let them, share out this information with them. So if you've already had a training on Smart Lab and they've already logged in with their Office account, then I would just go ahead and let them play and try this out and explore with it. I think it's so easy. So you were telling me have you tried the online version yet? I'm sorry.
Like the online version, the Smart Lab online?
Yeah, well, the suite.smarttech.com version.
And this is where you can build those the lab activities, like with that Gizmo application.
Yeah, with the Gizmo, but it's, again, nothing is downloaded to my computer. I could be on a Chromebook, so I could teach with a Chromebook and use the Smart Suite online. Hi guys, welcome, by the way. So glad that you're here. But yeah, so you could log into any web browser and be able to share this out. And students with any device that is web enabled, from iPods to Chromebooks to whatever, will be able to connect with the instructor and that class. And then from there, you would be able to co-collaborate and use some of those Gizmo applications through this online version.
All right,
so
cool.
that's what this is. Okay. So for those of you guys who just joined, so Lois, right? I'm sorry. Hi.
Hi. Yes, you're right.
Okay, where are you from, Lois?
I am from Katy, Texas.
Oh, hey. Welcome. Welcome. So I know you just joined, so I wanted to kind of just fill you in on where we're at. This is part of the Smart Learning Suite. I don't know if you have a smart board in your classroom or if you've been using the. Okay.
I've used it a couple of times. But basically, I use it for like the math section of science.
Got it.
Font density or something like that.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, this is a very light and easy version of Smart to use. I'm actually really happy with it. I think there's a long way to go because it's still at the beginning stages. They just released this in April.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, but I thought it would be kind of fun for us to try. I'll log in as a teacher to show you what that looks like, and you guys can be my students if that's okay.
Okay.
And the website is suite.smarttech.com. And even though it says login, that's just going to land to this login page here. So just suite.smarttech.com. And as a teacher, you can log in there. And if you haven't already completed a registration, that'll walk you through a sign up for free. And you can sign in with your email account, whether it be Google or whether it be Office. Now your students can come to the same website and they can join your class with a join code. And it's actually very simple for them to do. But I'm going to go ahead and walk through the process so that you guys can see this demonstration. And then we can just again, this is super casual. So I want you guys to pause and say, hey, show me this. Or if you have any questions, please shout out. All right. So I'm going to go over to the sign in, and I've already signed in, but you can sign in with, again, an Office 365 account or a Google account. And so this is my Office 365 account with CCS. I'm going to go ahead and log in. And so this is what it looks like after you've already gone through the registration. And so I named my class Awesome. And because I think all classes should be Class Awesome, right? And this is my class ID. So when I want students to connect with me, it's 2566, and it's going to stay that way as long as I've logged in as Dee Dickson at ccsprojects.com. So like for your entire year, you'll have the same class ID. And so that way students will know to be able to join that particular class. So in the banner, once I log in, there is a couple features that you can edit. If you want to edit class name, you can rename the class. Or if you feel like you want to reset the class ID because, I don't know, maybe you wanted something different, something that you could remember, you can go ahead and reset it there. Or if you want to edit the class banner and have some sort of cool background, you can actually do that as well. So that's just kind of like the teacher tools for customizing. But here's the best part, in my opinion. So remember, this is all web enabled, and this is all going to be stored in the cloud. But if I had an activity that I used that was either PowerPoint, Smart Notebook, or if it was a PDF, I can instantly find it on my computer. And here I have a hurricane activity that's a PDF, and I can open it up. And actually what it's doing is it's uploading to my dashboard here. Wait for it. You guys can see my screen, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
I can.
Yay, thank you. All right, so this is, you can see here's an activity that has like multiple pages that I can go through. And if I wanted to convert this to an activity, this isn't quite stable yet, but I want you guys to see the potential, okay? So it says convert to an activity. If I came to this work page that maybe the students were going, actually wanting to complete as a group or individually, I can click where it says convert to activity, and I can actually make this an independent handout activity and send it out to the students, or I can make this a collaborative workspace activity. Notice that says beta. But what this means in my PDF is that when this part is completed, then there can be co-collaboration. So I could be annotating on this, the students can annotate on it, and we would all be able to be on a shared document that I was able to push out quickly. But let me just show you what this looks like to make it as an independent activity for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and go to preview. Okay, so just to kind of show you, this isn't being handed out to the students just yet. The PDF isn't giving me the features to share it out, but I'm going to get into one here in a minute that will show you that. But you see here I have a hand for a panning feature. I also have just a very basic pen tool that I could be able to circle and use. You have your eraser tool, so I could erase it, and I can circle and tap. Well, you should be able to circle and tap and do that. It's hard to do it with my mouse. And you also have a reset button. So think about this just for a minute. I have a PDF and I want to just be able to annotate on it quickly on my smartboard or on any interactive display. So maybe an InFocus is on campus and I wanted to be able to utilize it and didn't want to learn the InFocus software. I could bring up this activity and be able to have students come up to the board and fill this out. But what's going to happen in the next few months is you're going to be able to push this out to the individual student documents and be able to share it out. So probably this PDF isn't my best example to get started. So I'm going to go back to the home. And I'm going to show you what it looks like where I have actually a smart notebook lesson I uploaded. I don't want to do that during this session because it takes just a few minutes and I don't want to waste our time waiting for it to upload. But watch again, if I were to hit press, I can actually find a smart notebook file, like here's one I have right here, and upload it, and it would be saved and stored on this dashboard. So I have a bunch of different presentations. Like this one's a PowerPoint. This is a smart notebook file. Here's some lab activities that I was able to bring in instantly as well. But just as an example, so, be forgiving just because this is probably not one that I would normally demonstrate using this activity, but I sat down and I'm like, oh no, my session's like in 5 minutes, and I didn't have like the perfect activity to share out. So here's what I would like you guys to be able to do to collaborate. Okay, wondering if it's my Zoom window that's causing this. I'm going to stop the share just for a second. Okay, guys, and I'm going to come right back to it because it's almost as if it's not letting me press that button. Let's try it one more time. Okay, let's go back into this. Okay, oh, it worked. Okay, so just needed a refresh. All right, so I would want you guys to be able to see my screen. So I don't know if you want to minimize Zoom and go here, but if you type in your web browser, hellosmart.com, and my join code is 2566. And you're welcome to join me. So hellosmart.com, join code 2566. Look, there's Tech Amy's. I'm calling you Amy's. Is it plural? No, just kidding. I know Amy. So Hello Smart, and this used to be classlab.com, and now they've standardized it, hellosmart.com. So if you've ever used any of the other logins before, they have since changed. Okay, thanks. There's Ms. Wright, yay. Okay, we'll wait just one more second and let's see if we can get a few more people. And we can always still come back to wait to have you guys log in. So look at here. It is also giving me this page is currently view only for students. And can you let me know, are you seeing my page at this point?
Yes.
Okay, so when you logged in hellosmart.com, you're able to see the exact page that I have here where it says Smart MX Interactive Display. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yay. Okay, thanks for letting me know. All right, so it does give me the feature if I want to make this an independent activity or if I want to make this page a collaborative workspace activity. So since this session is on co-collaboration, I'm going to make this a collaborative workspace activity and push this out to you guys. And look at this, what pops up. How many teams would you like? Well, let's just go ahead. We have 3 people. So somebody's going to be by themselves. We're going to go ahead and do it with 2 teams just so you can see how it lays it out. Okay. So it's kind of like if you've ever used any of the lab activities with Monster Quiz, it puts the students in teams, and the teams will then be able to work on the space together. So look, we have team 1 and team 2 in this workspace. Okay, so what happened to your screens?
It now says the name of our team at the top.
Okay, it has the name of your team at the top. And then are you seeing that you can get in there and move? I see somebody's moving things around, which is fine. You can move, you could write. So each of you has a tool that allows you to move. You have the pen tools. You also have the eraser tool. And if you wanted to be able to insert a picture from online, this is a safe search, thank goodness, for, I'm going to put smartboard and see what we get here. So this is my old-fashioned smartboard that I had in the year 2000. But yeah, so you can grab pictures. So think of the potential of this. Even if I had a blank Smart Notebook page and put some essential questions in there, the students can get in and be able to use annotation tools. They could also be able to insert pictures and have some sort of co-collaboration and sharing out. Or if I had a handout that had, you know, first, then, next, last, I want you guys to sort. They could move objects just like you would in Smart Notebook software. One of my favorite social studies activities I saw was a bunch of pictures. The teacher just grabbed a bunch of pictures from I'm trying to think what time in history it was, like Napoleon's era. And it was basically art pictures and pictures that were works of art. And the students had to actually place those works of art in a timeline and try to figure out and research the dates just by throwing pictures on a page. And it just really made them think. It made them work together in a group. And then this kind of platform, it allows for that. So what are your thoughts so far, just seeing this basic screen at this point?
I love it because, well, first of all, number one, it's free.
Right.
And I love that you're able to, I mean, that was quick and easy. You're able to push it out so easy for your kids to start working together and collaborating. I knew about this, that you have made it become more better to understand.
I know. It's getting to that time of day. Like my brain feels like the size of a squirrel right now.
All my words are starting to run together. No, but I know. Understand it better. So it's I really appreciate that.
Coffee.
Yes.
I know. But I mean, that was, you know, and as a technology integration specialist, but I'm also, you know, a product trainer, a software trainer. You know, one of the things that I like to step back and say, hey, would I use it with my kids? Would I use it in my classroom? And I think, you know, with all the devices coming in, I need an easy button. I need something that's not difficult for me to learn how to use. And you could go and use this tomorrow if you wanted to. And again, you can create a blank Smart Notebook file and bring it in and, you know, just let imagination run wild. So
are you able to share what each team have done with the collaboration piece?
So that's a really good question. So I'm going to come over to where it says the collaboration piece here. That's a really good question, because I wish I knew I don't think you can just yet. Wait, you should be able to. Wait, hold on. I'm going to exit. Let's see what happens when I do this. Are you guys game for trial and error and see? Let's see here. Oh, yeah. All I did was exit that, and then I can switch.
Great.
Okay, so yeah, no, thanks for saying that, because, you know, sometimes I'm like, I train on so many different pieces of software. I'm like, what? It's like going to I told this to Cassie. I go, it's like when sometimes you visit someone else's house and you know there's a silverware drawer, but where is it? You know?
Right. I like to do a smart board with a real reflection piece. When we to the classroom, instead of working on, we'll do like an exit ticket the day before we leave. We come back, I'll give them a couple of questions so that they can reflect on what they learned.
This is on the new Smart Week.
Well, with Smartboard or anything, this would be great for me because it gives me that opportunity to put them in teams and allow them to reflect on what they learned the day before.
I love that idea.
Yes.
Yeah, and you saw how quick and easy, like I'm in Arizona and where are all of you, right?
In Katy, Texas.
Right?
Wait, you're not too far from me. I'm in Montgomery, Texas.
Oh, wow. Right, because I am 25 miles from Houston, west.
I'm an hour north of Houston.
I know exactly where you are.
Hey guys, I crossed the Texas border and had a baby. Does that make me a citizen?
Yeah.
Hey Dee, Audrey joined us a little bit late, but she's very interested in seeing what students see. So can you show her how to join as a kiddo?
So yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna actually use an incognito window so that we can do the Hello Smart, hellosmart.com. And then what was my class ID again? I'm kidding.
2566.
What was it?
2566.
Okay, I got it backwards. Like, again, my brain. Look at, I'm in class awesome. And so I'm going to be the awesome student. All right. And then I'm going to join. And you can see, again, it's like Kahoot. It's like the kids are kind of geared, especially if you've been using devices in the classroom, to be able to use a join code. Okay. And it says the teacher has started a workspace activity. And I say, got it. Now look at what happened. Sorry, this activity's already started, so I came in late. I'm going to have to join the next one. So let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and stop this activity. Okay. Let's leave it. Okay. Let's come down and we'll start it again. So the teacher has to start it. All the students are going to then join. And so let's see if students are there. Got to give it just a second because as it goes through Zoom. Oh, look, the awesome student is there. Okay, so then we'll go over here. Everybody's joined. Let's wait just a second because it has to load.
Right.
Okay, so here we are, and I love it that people have gone in and see how it actually kept that file. Okay, so somebody was in there playing with this last time. Okay, so now let me go back to my incognito window. So hold on here.
Hang on a second. I think we have one more person's trying to log in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you get logged in?
Here, let's bring it up again. Hold on. Do it.
You've acted a little bit, Matt. What happened?
What happened?
Okay, are you there? Oh, hang on. Exit.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We signed up for the free version and then it didn't let us in. So we have to open a browser.
Yeah, try a different browser, and then or do like what I did. Try the incognito. So if you're not familiar I'm using Google Chrome, and the 3 dots. And the third option down, the incognito, it doesn't remember any of the cookies or anything else. It's just kind of an open way for you to get logged in.
I don't see it anymore.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and refresh my browser too, just in case. Okay. Make sure that we have the stable connection during this wonderful event. Are you guys having fun?
I am.
This has just been phenomenal, this experience. And this to me, I love this, to be able to hang out with you guys during the session as well. So we got to wait for it to load. And I really feel like there's a little more of a delay just because we have Zoom running on top. So we just got to wait for it. Wait for it, right?
Right.
Here it comes. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Amy, for keeping me on track. Couldn't do it without you.
You're sweet. You're doing awesome. I love this all. Love it.
Yeah. I'm rotating, but it's okay.
Okay, I'll wait for you. We'll wait a second. But this, for as it rotates, again, as the teacher logs in, this is what you should see as students have connected to you. It'll give you the option to make this an independent handout activity, so you can basically hand it out. Again, this isn't like it's not like you're handing out a copy through Google. Basically, you're just giving them a handout to write on, to practice on. But then the one again, making the page a collaborative workspace activity, it just totally, I love the term, and I feel like it's a giant buzzword, is co-collaboration.
Right.
I'm and I feel like, you go into well, I work a lot in the corporate side of things as well. So I have a bird's eye view of where the kids are going to end up using interactive technologies for collaboration. And one of the things that I just get really excited about is when there's an easy tool that I can say, hey, you guys are going to be, and this is a term for corporate, you guys get to huddle together. It's a huddle space.
Oh, wow.
They don't use collaboration, it's huddling. Break, right? Okay, so are we ready to try it again? We good?
Well, I'm still rotating, so I'm just going to maybe hotspot my iPad to my phone.
Okay.
Because it could be.
Okay, and
What it is.
Yeah, jump on, let me know.
I have your screen, but my partner here doesn't have the number.
Oh, hey, that's easy. Did you see the little arrow that I selected up here? Yep. 2566.
256.
2566. And again, it's, you know what makes it so easy too is then now it's just the kids, hello smart. I mean, that's an easy one to remember, right?
Right.
hellosmart.com. You'll hear my voice in your head now as you use this in the classroom. So hellosmart.com.
So is that how the kids
and then you
they type in hello smart?
Yep. That's what they do is they find any browser. So like I've even used this with classes that have the old iPod touches and they were able to connect.
Wow.
For those kids who have, you know, there's so many times you say, I have iPads and, you know, we're having a hard time managing the apps in my space. But if you have a browser, you could use this and build, you know, use it as a really true useful tool with your students. And so, yeah,
okay,
so now, yeah.
Okay, so since last year we purchased the Smart Suite, although this wasn't ready. So do we need the trial, or will we already be grandfathered in until our subscription ends?
You'll be grandfathered in until your subscription ends. But I was talking to Amy before everybody jumped on board. One of the things you would probably need to I would just have everybody log in, as many as you can, those you know who are going to use it. But Smart is kind of aligning their licenses now, not by how many downloads you have, it's how many users you have or how many seats. So like your license that you purchased has certain number of seats, and those are the people. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad you are, because I work with a lot of people that are like, I only have 4 downloads. Okay, good. Perfect. So however many seats you have would be how many teachers could log in and use this account using your license. Now this is good to know too, and this is recent as well. With your license, you can now download Smart Notebook 18 to as many computers as you want, but those who have the login get some of the more, get to use the higher premium features within Smart Notebook. So if you needed it as a basic whiteboarding software, that's just kind of reminds me of like Notebook 14 or 16, you can download it on as many computers. So even if you have a computer lab or have student devices that you want to download the software on, you can now.
But we don't need to. But we don't need to put it on there with this, correct?
See, that's where I'm like so excited, right? Like your IT is going to be so happy.
I have been waiting for this. You can't imagine how long.
Really? Oh. I'm so glad to hear that. I mean, because I have such buy-in with this, because again, they do have a feature, but it is going away as of January because they're going to roll it over into Smart Suite Online called Smart Amp. Right. And I love Smart Amp. I love it, but it is all of the great features of Smart Amp are going to be found here. So all of those cool tools will eventually migrate into this, and it's going to be just one easy, students can log in, they have to join the class, you don't have to have rosters, You don't have to manage any of that.
Okay, so I might be jumping ahead here, but will this also allow me to do formative assessments? And pull that piece out like you used to be able to do?
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely. So
and coming in late, I apologize.
No, but I mean, it's super exciting. So like, let me just, I'll make this page collaborative. So you guys who are connected, you're my students, right? And if you look over here to the left, as that page is loading, because it's taking a second to load, I press the plus sign, and I can add a blank page, or I can add a shout it out in this particular activity. But eventually you're going to be able to instantly be placing, so this is going to be your formative assessment, the shout it out right now, but you're going to eventually be able to use some of the smart response features and things like that. So if I hit shout it out, watch what happens to your devices.
Okay, let me go find my device.
Oh, I know why you're having problems over here.
Tell me if you see it looks like a pin board. And there's gaming features here too. Look, guys, on the Smart Suite Online, you have I could add buzzers. So if I did have this up on the smart board, I have a randomizer and a timer too.
Randomizer and a timer.
Yeah. So I'm excited because I know like I'm going to be coming back on at like 2 in the morning doing the same thing. Are you guys going to be up? No.
I might come back.
If you do, I'll be the one with the crazy eyes. Okay. Yeah, look what just happened on my teacher screen. I don't know if you guys have a visual of it because you're probably typing something in on your student side. But look I got right here. I could ask a formative question. Students can respond via text through here.
Okay.
And so that would be like in the middle of my lesson, I could scroll through my pages. Like I'm going to actually go forward. There's a handout. Look, I had a handout there. That's a workspace. There's a handout talking about smart response in lab. And it shows you, like, I could actually go through here and do this. Oh, you guys should, I did embed this is from when I built it in Smart Notebook. I added a smart response and it uploaded and it's ready to go. Okay. So if you've used smart response before, which I love it so much because this could be formative or summative. So I'm going to go ahead and press review results, and then basically it turns your devices into a student response system.
It's coming back up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is one thing you'd like to know more about when it comes to the Smart Notebook or Smart Board and the Smart Notebook software? Oh, wait, maybe I have to, yeah. Wait, this is, what's it showing on your device? Because review ended.
It's open, but I'm waiting on
the teacher.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
teacher is an activity.
Yeah, so let me see. I might have to reset this. Okay, so this was from before. It's saved this. I would have to upload a new Smart Notebook lesson, but this will just be to let you know what it could look like, okay? So here's what I'm talking about. I go to my computer with Smart Notebook that's downloaded to my computer. I'm not using Smart Notebook Online yet. And I create an activity that includes Smart Response. All right. Okay. And I upload it into Smart Suite. So when it's almost like I would call it a session. So when I hit play, you guys join for the first time. If I've never had students in here before it actually would have me launch this as a student assessment. So you're going to have to pretend with me for a minute. So this is one I did with in a previous demo. And this is the results. And it shows me that right here in Smart Suite Online that I could review with my students. So I can view in the form of a bar graph or a pie chart. It gives me all of the questions and we kind of go through it. Did they get it right? Did they get it wrong? But here's the best part. When you finish, you have export results. If you're on a computer, you would be able then to export those results to Excel and you have grades.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. But here, yeah, so you would want to build it to be in Smart Suite Online. In, you know, like maybe you have content, question, content, question, right? You would want to build that in Smart Notebook software on your computer, upload it into Smart Suite Online, and then you would have the ability then to be able to share out with your students and let them participate in the student response system.
Check. Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yay. So so let me just kind of scroll through just so you guys can see, you know, this talks about smart response. And this is, again, I wonder if I did this one because I had several of these in this lesson. Oh, wait. Here's one I didn't use in the last demo. So it's going to go ahead and get the activity ready for you. It says waiting to start the activity. I think I still have to wait for the browser. And here's something I would do also with your students. So
was on both on Twitter.
I can see it. It came up.
it came up.
Arizona was founded in the year. In which year? Fun fact: Arizona became a territory in 18.
Yeah, I don't know where they would get rid of them.
So look at now. I'm seeing live results happening.
I just needed to start rotating.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and then there's arrows for you to go through and be able to respond. So, and you know, the funny story in my journey, you guys, back in the year, it was like 2001.
Right.
Well, first of all, I was the first teacher in my school to buy a laptop, so that made me the tech expert.
Yeah.
And so, right? And then I was the first teacher to use a student response system, and I wanted to use it because it was all about me. Like I could save on grading.
Right.
But I didn't realize the impact it was having on my students. And so,
I have one for you.
Yeah.
I got to become the technology integration specialist because I knew how to make a web page.
Really? Actually, that's awesome.
Back yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, look at what that did for all of us. Like we had to show others, and then now we're teachers training teachers, right?
Yeah, I trained through web tools. 2 and 3. I am a blended learning classroom.
Yes.
I have 30 iPads and 6 Chromebooks. Yeah, and I'm always teaching EdCulture, Edmodo, Smart.
Yes.
Nearpod.
Oh gosh, that's great.
Yeah, Chromebook, Google. Oh, and let's not forget Canvas.
I know. It's so much. And it's a slippery slope, isn't it? Like, wait, what? I know. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end this activity just to show you guys because our time's almost up. But again, remember, I'll be available soon. So we can see, Lois, look, you got 3 out of 5. Audrey, 5 out of 5. Mrs. Bean.
I didn't even finish.
I know, right? I know, but look at how awesome this is. Now we can kind of see, and it's the blue shows me those who you did, you know, the number, the distribution, answer distribution that 2 did not respond. Then we have 1 and 1 here.
Okay.
And then if I go through, but notice like when I built
This would
my
be
smart
great for
response,
check for understanding.
yeah, right? Or you do pre
Yeah.
and post, or, you know, it's just, I love
Yeah.
it. And I always told the
Oh,
kids.
thank you for seeing that. Pre-post, pre-assessment.
Yeah, right? But
All that paperwork. Yes.
I know, right? And here's, you can save yourself. Save yourself, please. But one of the things that I always told my students that this isn't a test. Are you guys kidding me? No, this isn't a test. This is a demonstration of your knowledge.
Right. Right. I love
It just,
that.
it made it so gentle. That's what I tried. But yeah. Yeah, but so look at this. Like, wow, I can go through and be able to review. And then, yeah, Justin Bieber, he owns some land outside of Tucson, Arizona, just so you guys know.
Yeah,
and
true.
it's like, in case you needed to know that. But let me just take you one last thing. I'm going to go ahead and end this part of looking in the Smart Notebook file. But I have PDFs or whatever, but pay attention to the plus sign. Okay? Because this is where you're going to be able to upload your activities that you're pre-existing. So again, you have your Smart Notebook file, you have a PDF, you have PowerPoint. But if you did need to, on the fly, start an activity, you can actually create a Smart Lab activity online quickly.
Okay.
So you have all of those lab tools that are found in the premium version of Smart Notebook Learning Suite. And then if you just wanted that assessment piece that I just showed you, you can quickly put together for checking for understanding. So you don't have to leave the website for this, and you don't have to open up the Smart Notebook software.
Wonderful.
Isn't this great?
Yeah, and the Smart Response was very hard sometimes because if you didn't get the right version, you couldn't get everything to work or come up. Oh my God.
Yeah. So you guys, I'm gonna also put my contact information in the here in the notes page. So if you guys have any questions, even after this event, you know, regarding Smart, I work for CCS. We're the company that's where we're at base camp right now, or headquarters. And we're Smart's reseller, and so basically I have like the top level access to ask questions and find out information regarding Smart. So if you guys have questions, let me be your like in between you and Smart, and I can help you guys out. Okay.
Okay, great. But did you give us the bit.ly URL to get in contact with you?
I'm not sure because I'm in Arizona, but I travel around the country helping people with their smart boards. I mean, I don't know if they have a contract with me in particular, but what we do, I know. I mean, you know, it's mainly Arizona, New Mexico who I service for the majority, but I do go out to Texas sometimes. But one thing I want you guys to know that I like to do as far as like tech integration and training, especially on smart boards, is I come in as a consultant, not as a one and done trainer. So I go in and rotate classrooms 1 hour at a time. And I work with the teachers at their level and on their equipment, and I can tell you what works, what doesn't, what you need, and also like what are you working with tomorrow? Let's see if we can't put something together and get you started. Because not everybody's going to be able to wrap their head around Smart Suite Online, right? And
I'm in heaven.
Yeah, but if you guys, you know, need anything like that, it's actually fairly inexpensive. You can always contact me, but this isn't about that. I just want you guys, you know more than anything, my heart and my mindset is how can I support you guys even at a distance like this, and just so that you have a connection to help you get past to the next level. So, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Are there any other questions before
I
we?
just want the information.
Okay, I will. You can actually, let's see, in our Kiko chat page here. Let's see.
Okay.
I need to put that link in. Did you do that for me, Amy? I don't know if you did or not. But I will if you didn't. But that's the website. It's sweet.smarttech.com, and my contact is Dee Dickson at ccsprojects.com. And then also, if you need to text me, like something comes up, just tell me who you are, because I get a lot of texts. So, and yep, you guys can always text me, or you can leave me a message and I'll reach out and see if I can't help. A lot of times what I like to do if you email me is I'll create a little mini video and show you how to use it. And that's it, you guys, that's seriously, that's, you know, partner to partner. There's no charge if you have a quick question, so please feel free to contact me.
Will do.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You guys are welcome. Thank you. Such a pleasure. Thanks for coming in my room. And I hope I get to see you throughout the rest of the conference.
Thank you. This is awesome.
Thanks, guys. All right. Take care.